Hello, everyone. I wanted to address just a couple of questions that keep coming up in your assignments. Uh, One of them that keeps coming up is how do I get a client to get back on track after they've gone off the rails, right? They're talking and talking, and we've lost where we were heading. What's really important to remember is that as you ask these open ended questions. And the reason you're asking them is because you want to get to know your client better and you want them to get to know themselves better and their thought processes better. And so it may very well be that a question you've asked sends them into a new level of knowing. And it may seem to you like they've gone off topic, but they're actually going somewhere else. So follow them. If they really, so if they're talking about being sad about a breakup, and then all of a sudden they're over here talking about their favorite breakfast meat or something, you can say, um, you know what, I'm a little confused. Can you help me to see how, where we've gone with this? What does this have to do with how you're processing a breakup, right? Or whatever it is, bring them back. And again, you're asking another open-ended question for you to understand better what's going on and for them to express it, right? Um, so that's one of the questions. Don't worry about them going off the rails. That's how a conversation works. Follow them. Keep asking questions. And you know what the topic is, so you can ask questions that bring them around. But I wouldn't try to change where they're going because they may be having an epiphany, right? When we work with clients, they come in and we see the top of the iceberg, but as we start asking questions, we go deeper and deeper, and so you'll see, oh, there's a lot more stuff under here that we didn't see at first. So let it go. The second one is how do you maintain time? As it's a 45-minute session, let's say, and you've been going over because you don't want to interrupt them. So this is part of professional boundaries. So here's what I usually do. If you're meeting online, then about 5 minutes before the session, if if you feel it's appropriate, um, I will do this sometimes. I'll say, listen, we have about 5 minutes left. Let's talk about, let's see what we can cover in these 5 minutes. Remember, they can come back. You're not going to solve the world's problems in one session. The idea here is to build a relationship with them so they can always come back. So, a great thing to say, let's say you forgot 5 minutes and oh my gosh, it's time. I mean, maybe you go a couple minutes over, but you say, okay, we're at time. And this is something we can absolutely come back to next time if you'd like. But let's sum up what we've talked about today, right? So that's how you handle it. If you're working with someone in person and they keep talking, you do all the things that I said. But if you absolutely have to, and trust me, I've had to do this when I worked with people in person, get up out of your chair if they're not leaving. You get up out of your chair and say, okay, well, let's save this for next time. Or you say, let me get my schedule out. Let's talk about a time we can meet again, right? But if you have to physically get up and move to the door, and I've had to do it, that's what you do to let them know politely, kindly that it's time. If you don't establish those boundaries, then you will never be able to get them back and you will burn out. So you're doing this as a favor for them as well. Don't worry so much about cutting them off. Okay, the other thing, I love the questions that you guys are asking me at the end of your assignments. Please limit them to one or two questions. Right now, I'm getting sometimes 6, 7 questions, and it's just too much. So save the ones that are really pertinent for you right now. And if you have others, feel free to put them on the discussion board because I'm sure a lot of people would like to have those topics as well. And I will be there, obviously, to answer them. Make sure you tag me. But in your assignments, limit your questions, please, to one or two. And ideally, questions that are about the assignment topic, whatever tool were you using. But as I said, it doesn't have to be. But this is not a place for you to ask all of your professional questions. Okay, so limit it to one or two, please.